Quitting is a really common response I've observed for so many years when the going gets tough. And what's that old phrase, when the tough gets going, or when the going gets tough, the tough get going? Most people quit. It's like we have these big dreams when we're kids, and when we grow into adults, they get beaten out of us, and we let that happen. Sometimes we just have to put a filter in our brain and just consciously choose what we're going to accept and what we're going to reject. And a lot of us have moments in our lives where we're thinking really big, and then tough things happen, because that's what happens when you think really big. The challenges are going to be bigger. If you think small, it's going to be easier to accomplish that. There's not going to be as many challenges. But thinking big, oh my goodness, dreaming big, but then you go back to shrink it backwards and dream small and think small, it suddenly gets easier. And maybe we do that as a way to make it easier to live with ourselves for being a quitter, or in some cases a non-starter. So the solution to that seems conceptually pretty easy, but it's going to be hard work. And that is, if there's a dream that's really big, so important, you're thinking really big about something, then you're going to have bigger challenges. Just why not go through the struggles of figuring that stuff out? Because I think the whole purpose of those challenges is to force you to have to get the skills that you need, and maybe some emotional maturity that you need also. So emotional maturity and skills, and maybe a spiritual side, to get those things so that you can get what you want and fulfill that promise you made to yourself, maybe to other people, of that kind of thinking big that you did, or that kind of dreaming big that you did when you were a child. This common response of, oh my God, it's so hard. Well, maybe if I just shrink back a little bit, and it doesn't have to be this great or that big, and the thinking can be a little bit smaller. I can scale back here and there, so that should be easier, and then maybe I can do it then. I think in the long run, instead of slowly chipping away at your self-esteem, in the long run, it's much easier to go through the deal of keep the dream big. Now it's time to go through the deal of figuring out how to make it a reality. The only thing more beautiful than a beautiful dream is a beautiful reality. If you dig this kind of stuff, TomBerkenmeyer.com is my website. I'm full of it. Ideas. Philosophies. TomBerkenmeyer.com. And feel free to share this. Maybe you know somebody that needs to hear this, who just needs to hear something like this, and it'll be in the forefront of their brain of maybe what they've been doing, and maybe they'll stop doing that, and they'll stop shrinking their dreams, and they'll start going through the deal, the worthwhile deal of, let's figure it out instead of shrink. Because that's, when the going gets tough, there's two options. Shrink the thinking and the dreams to make it easier to live with yourself, or not going through the deal of figuring it out. Or keep them where they're at, maybe grow them bigger and be like, all right, let's figure this out. Figure out what books I might need to read, what seminars, classes, what teachers I might need, and the kind of student that I need to be, and let's figure this out. That's so much better than shrinking backwards. Don't you agree? I think so. I think you do. Take care, everyone. Hope you enjoyed this video. Mwah.